I'm Frank de Jong, professor at the Open University on responsive learning and knowledge creation. I'm also a professor at Eres Applied University, and that's my subject also, knowledge construction and ecological thinking. I'm asked for this course to tell something about principle-based knowledge construction. And knowledge construction is, for me, related very strongly to knowledge building. I want to talk something about the process. It's good to know that this process is not grounded in accomplishing a learning task. This is one of the distinctions with collaborative learning. Collaborative learning is grounded in learning tasks and accomplishing these tasks. Also cooperative learning, for instance. But the knowledge building, the knowledge construction process is grounding in dialogue approach to learning and knowledge construction. I refer to Ludvigsen in 2010. The dialogical approach views the construction of knowledge as an incremental process where new insights emerge from multivocal dialogue encompassing multiple perspectives. And I can refer to Koshman and Wegerif. Koshman in 1999 and Wegerif in 2010. In compliance with the dialogical approach, two key principles to knowledge building can already be mentioned. One, knowledge building starts with producing knowledge claims. And secondly, intersubjective stance taking is essential to develop new insight in response to these claims. Producing knowledge claims takes place when an individual brings in propositions on a relevant subject or asks questions or curiosity with the aim of being able to bring in new proposition. Concomitantly, community members engage in an intersubjective stance taking, according to Hyland and Karkirainen in 2006 and Dubois in 2007. Following Dubois, intersubjective stance is viewed as a public dialogue act consisting of three simultaneously activities: evaluating knowledge claims, positioning of the self, and aligning with the others. It relies on the principle of multivocality, which implies acceptance of multifaceted character of the conversations, in which different voices can coexist in the conversation without necessarily becoming and reaching a consensus in it. The difference with cooperative and collaborative learning is that knowledge building takes you directly into the process of knowledge creation as the basic and the basis of education. It is acquiring competence of knowledge creation by actually doing it. That was what Scott Amelia and Berreiter were writing about in 2014. It is actually enculturating the students in their role as a collaborative knowledge creator in the sense of improving ideas. Knowledge building is much more an idea improvement centered process by means of collaboration in advancement of a community. According to Scott Amalia and Berreiter in 2014 and Berreiter 2002, knowledge building derives from a Popperian epistemology, that is Popper's three-world ontology. Here, world three consists of an objective knowledge world created by the human mind. It is knowledge in the form of conceptual artifacts, which can be acted as an object. So you can actually work with knowledge because you can grasp it, you can build on it, you can modify it, you can develop it in the future. And this is different from co-construction knowledge as a collaborative learning. However, such collective discourse process can be guided by principles as opposite of external structuring the process by scripts. It is actually the difference between treating students as learners and inquirers to treating them as members of a knowledge-building community. This means that you see knowledge advancement as a community rather than an individual achievement. That knowledge advancement as idea improvement is rather be seen as a process toward true or warranted belief, that knowledge of, in contrast of knowledge about. It is discourse as a collaborative problem solving rather than as argumentation. It is constructive use of authoritative information, as I already mentioned, and it is understanding as emergent.